Hello everyone, welcome to Golden Heart Tarot. My name is Ren. I hope you all are safe and happy. Today we're asking, how do you inspire others? As usual, we have 3 groups. Group 1 is you're already doing it, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north, and the Wild Unknown Tarot. Group 2 is lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go, and the Dream Keeper's Tarot. And group 3 is Answer the Call, What is your soul calling you to do? And the Wizard's Tarot. I'll be doing one big shuffle at the beginning, but if you want to jump straight into your reading, those timestamps are in the description box. I'll see you at your group. Hello, Group 1. If you've chose You're Already Doing It, Stop Overthinking, Keep Facing Your True North, and the Wild Unknown Tarot, this will be your reading. We're asking, how do you inspire others? Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. We have 29, the Self, the Ace of Swords, 48, a burst of magic. Knight of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. The Empress. 8 of Pentacles. The Lovers. 7 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. Let me look at your starter card and see what I get. Well, Group 1, it seems that you are already inspiring others. It feels that you are on a specific path that is meant just for you. You may question this from time to time, but honestly, everything is just the way it's supposed to be. I get that you may feel kind of lonely from time to time. It feels that you're hard to get to. This may be physically, mentally, and/or emotionally. It feels that you have a very broad perspective when it comes to life. You see things from a higher point of view, and you don't find a lot of people that can meet you where you are. It could be that you are seeking some sort of spiritual guide yourself, and you're finding it difficult to come into contact with someone. So yeah, it just feels kind of lonely where you are at the moment. But Spirit is saying not to question your path. You are on it and you are doing what it is that you need to do. Everything is working out just the way it's supposed to. So Group 1, I get that you inspire others by the path that you are walking, by the purpose that you find yourself in. This is something that's been gifted to you with the A Burst of Magic card. As you come to know and be comfortable in your path, you help others to do that as well. You inspire others by being a guide for them. There are people out here that want to be like you. With the Self card, it's like you have come to a higher state of consciousness. You inspire others by being able to communicate clearly higher spiritual concepts. And it's also that you accept the humanity in yourself and also in others. You've reached a level of consciousness to where you can step back from your ego and also the ego of others. And it really gives you a very expansive point of view. I get that you inspire others by how you see them, how you see yourself, and how you see the things that they go through. And this could be like everyday normal things like irritations or fighting or breakups or, stuff like that. You can break it down into its honest parts, and then also, not only that, but give them a view as to what it is that's actually going on as far as themselves. You help other people to get to a higher view as well. You inspire others by shattering illusions and breaking things down into smaller pieces, something that is manageable for everyone. You inspire others because they feel that they are not separate from you, they are one with you. They feel a camaraderie and a partnership with you. And that where you have been and where you are going is somewhere that they can go as well. You don't allow your ego to get involved when it comes to your spiritual path. There's something very human about you, very accepting when it comes to yourself and others. And it just makes you very relatable. But on the other hand, you know what actually is important, and you know how to shift other people's perspectives when they are too close to the subject. You give them the ability to step back from it so they can actually see what's going on. You also inspire others by showing everyone that it's a process. It's not a race. This is something that you've worked at. It's taken a lot of dedication. You come across as very humble. Like you're not special in the things that you know. It's just that these are the things that you have thought through and come to realize, and things that you just know within yourself. And not everything has been pleasant or handed to you. This takes work. It takes work to get to where you are. And it's just part of life, and it's part of the process. You inspire others by showing them that there's no trick to it. There's no quick fix. But no matter where they are in their life or what they're going through, they have the ability to get to where you are, to understand the things that you've understood, to feel more at home with themselves and to step into their own power, to follow their own spiritual guidance, to walk their own path, and to step into their own purpose. It is never too late to do that. So let's see how else you inspire others. 77, Aletheia. The Queen of Swords. 22, Tender Embrace. The Devil, 7 of Pentacles, Justice, Death, the Page of Pentacles, the Sun, the 4 of Cups, the Fool, and the 10 of Swords. You inspire others by your kind and loving heart, through your camaraderie and partnership, your care and attention. There's a feeling here that it's not that you are really there to help, it's just that you're just like them. And they can offer you new insight and you can offer new insight, and it's mutual. There's a feeling of partnership when it comes to how others perceive you. It's very inspiring. With Aletheia, it's about honesty, and along with the Queen of Swords, there is a basic truth to the things that you say, and you inspire others through how honest you are, whether that news is maybe good or bad. I get the feeling that if you have some difficult things to say to someone, as far as when it comes to a message or some sort of advice, you know how to deliver it in a way that is understandable, and although may not be the greatest news that this person would like to hear, it still rings true. And there's no denying that. You inspire others through your honesty and the way that you deliver your messages, the way you guide people, your understanding that there are two sides to everything, and you can't have light without the dark, and vice versa. You come across as very understanding. You understand that people have insecurities, that they have vices, that they have difficult things to go through, situations in life, or even just within themselves. You help people to transform that they are not lost, and you actually help them to find what it is inside of them that is causing the issues. You don't try to put Band-Aids on things. You help them get to the root of what it is that's causing their problems. And it is not always easy, but it does create a transformation in people. You give people a lot of aha moments, and these are moments that are big and small. The things you say may set off a chain of events within the people that you speak with. One little tiny thing you say can create a huge amount of change for people. You inspire people through your trust in your own path and in the divine. And this makes people want to take that leap as well. And really, when it comes down to it, there is no situation that is so difficult or so bad that you can't come out of it. And you are able to inspire people to keep going, to provide clarity for people that are in the worst type of situations, to show them that it does not have to be that way, and that they have the power to change what it is that they need to. Group 1, you are very inspirational to people just by you being you, by people seeing the path that you're walking, by how you behave and how you communicate with others. You are the proof, is what I'm hearing in my head. You are certainly on a divine path. You are certainly working within your purpose, even if you may question it at times how effective you are. You are extremely effective, and you may not always know what happens after you speak with people. But Spirit is here to confirm you have really changed people's lives for the better. And there is nothing small about that. All right, a final general message for you, Group 1. To whom am I comparing myself right now? What you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and want is within you. Today, stop comparing and start creating. Yep, don't get in your head, Group 1. All right, well, thank you so very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose Lifting the Veil, Questioning Everything, Anything Aligned Must Go, and the Dreamkeeper's Tarot, this will be your reading. We're asking, how do you inspire others? Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. 48, the Underworld. 4 of Pentacles. And we also have the 4 of Cups. 43, Spirit of Gratitude. 2 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Page of Cups. The High Priestess. King of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. The Empress. 5 of Cups, and the Moon. Let me look at your starter card here and see what I get. I get that you question a lot, like everything. It says questioning everything. You don't take anything for granted, or take anyone's word for it. And when it comes down to it, you follow your own guidance. You inspire others by being able to step away from the world and sharing your own personal view. It's a view that's much cleaner, much more pure. There's a lot more truth to it. You have a way of unveiling the truth, of uncovering people's eyes as to the things that they are just automatically accepting. You show them a different point of view, and they realize the things that they have just automatically been thinking about life and culture and how they react to others and the situations they're in and the life they're living. You show them that it doesn't have to be that way, that there is another way for them. There is another path. Yeah, I get you waking a lot of people up. There also may be something a little bit different about you, like something a bit out of this world, alien-like even. If you resonate with being a starseed, I am getting something like that. It feels like you are here to save humanity by unveiling the truth, even if it's one person at a time. I'm kind of getting Matrix vibes here. You inspire others through your humility and gratitude. A lot is coming through about gratitude. Being grateful for your experiences, good and bad. Being grateful for the people that you've come into contact with, the situations that you've gone through. Because it allowed you to open your eyes to the space that lies beyond what it is that you see. The truth. And people find this very inspiring, especially if you've shared the things that you've been through and how you came out on the other side of those things as a more enlightened being. Yes, even with the underworld, the 4 of Cups and 4 of Pentacles, I'm still getting that. You sharing the things that you've been through. You know, you weren't always humble. You were made to be so by the things that you experienced. And I am getting things like war and illness and poverty. Things that were unimaginably difficult to live through. Situations that showed you how fleeting life actually is. You know, situations that should have left you a sobbing heap on the floor. You had the bravery to keep walking, to hold on, to maintain your dignity. You inspire others through your own strength. You inspire others by reminding them of what is actually important and what is not. You inspire others through using your own experiences to help them to understand that the things that they are investing in can be taken away from them at any moment. And really, when it comes down to it, it doesn't mean anything. But there are certain things that do matter, that are worth investing in. It's worth investing in your own emotional and mental well-being, aligning your mind, body, and soul. It's worth investing in yourself. That really the only thing worth investing in is the now, and truly living every moment. And in order to get to that point, you have to sift through a lot of junk within yourself. So you have clear vision of what's actually going on, what's actually important to you, where you feel unworthy, where you crave validation, where you're afraid of being by yourself, where you're afraid of abandonment. Releasing all those things. And it's not about denying the world or what it is right now, but it is about putting things in perspective, about making sure that everything is put in its proper place of importance. To not overvalue material wealth and goods, and put that above your own spiritual health and well-being. You know, it's things like that. That is how you inspire others. So let's see how else you inspire others. 54, the vow. The fool. 7, a deep breath. The hanged woman. 10 of cups. Page of Pentacles reversed. The devil. 9 of swords reversed. The Queen of Wands. The Hierophant. The Tower. And the 6 of Wands. You inspire others through your calm acceptance of how things are. Not denying any part of the world or how others live their lives, but being committed to show people your truth. That there is hope of being free of the things that bind them. That they can do this, that they can overcome their obstacles, no matter how difficult they may seem. I'm hearing it is what it is. And I believe that you inspire others by showing them there is no good or bad. But if they find that they don't like where they are, they have the ability to change that. They get to create their own life. And it really has a lot to do with how they look at it. That they are strong enough, that they do have the courage they need to change the things that they want. And you really open people's eyes to what it is that they value, what it is that they find important in their lives, and that maybe those things aren't exactly the best for them. And maybe it's not even exactly things that they want. They just do it because society told them to, or it's how they were raised, or something like that. But it's okay if they've fallen for those things. But the thing is that once you know, once you see it, once you see behind that curtain, there really is no going back. And honestly, I don't believe there's anyone that would want to. You can cause your own turmoil around it. You can fight it. You can try to hide your eyes, but once they've been opened, there really is no denying it. Because it will just get louder and louder and louder. So group 2, you inspire people by your stories of the immense difficulties that you have been through in your life. And by sharing what you have learned from those things. You inspire people to have courage to change their own situations, to change their own lives, to see things for what they truly are, to put things into perspective, and to show people what truly is important and what really isn't. And maybe to have more authentic and aligned priorities. You part back the veil of illusion for people, and they get a peek of what's behind it, of their own divinity, and they have the power to create a life that they want. One that's based around who they are. You help people to live in the moment and appreciate and be grateful for the things that are in front of them right now. All right, group 2, so I have one final message for you here. What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Take a deep dive into your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because... All right, group 2. Well, thank you so very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, group 3. If you chose Answer the Call, what is your soul calling you to do? In the Wizard's Tarot, this will be your reading. We're asking, how do you inspire others? Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. 70, the thread. 10 of Swords. 17, the storyteller. 9 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. The 10 of Swords. High Priestess. The 3 of Pentacles reversed. The 6 of Wands. 10 of Wands. 3 of Wands. 9 of Wands, and we have an extra card here, the Magician. Let me check out your starter card here and see what I get. I feel that you may be at some sort of crossroads here when it comes to your spiritual path and your purpose. You're not sure if you should stay where you are, if you should go into a cave, or you should climb a mountain. You don't really know which path to take here. And it may be the wrong kind of question. It may be a little too limiting. It may be that you need to ask yourself what it is that you need to do first. Because it could be that all of them are what your soul is calling you to do. But maybe the thing is that there are things there that you need to learn from each of those steps. And once learned, then you automatically know to move on to the next. I feel that you do have spiritual support and guidance, and they are here to help elevate you. I feel that you're an everyman type of person. Even as a leader, you're someone that walks the path with everyone else. You don't put yourself ahead of anyone. You don't demand people do things for you. You're the type of person that will clean the toilets, that will take out the trash, that will do the difficult jobs. And you may be questioning whether this path is something that you want because you feel that it might inflate your ego in some way. But I think it's really that you're seeing all of the steps, and it just seems like a gigantic task, and that maybe you should choose one over another, when really they are all connected. I get that you inspire people through sharing your experiences, through your stories, through the things that you say, through the things that you share with people. You're a very creative individual, and you inspire other people through your creativity. This group feels a little bit connected to group 1 and 2. There are some pieces to each of those in this spread here. So if you were feeling called to either of those groups, it may be worth checking them out. There may be messages for you there. I get that you inspire others because you have been through the darkest of dark times. And you are able to pull yourself out of it, climb out of the dark into the light on the other side. It feels that it was a path to where you had to be committed to yourself, to where you had to be brave enough to be committed to yourself. It feels that it was a situation, a path, where you learned about courage and commitment to yourself. And also proving to yourself that you can overcome a lot to prove how powerful you are. And it's something that really inspires others to do the same. You inspire others to overcome their own fear, their own doubts. Some of you may be writers here. You inspire others to follow their own intuition, to believe in themselves, to trust themselves, to believe that they do have worth, they do have value, and that vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. You also inspire others not to rely on others or expect other people to help them or do things for them out of fear that they can't do it themselves. There really is a lot here of you inspiring people to believe in themselves. And that's not saying that asking for help is a weakness or is wrong in any way whatsoever, but I'm talking about those people that really believe that others can do things that they cannot. And so they rely on others to validate them or give them permission to do the things that they would like to do. And really, you help people see their own worth and to come out of hiding behind other people. You inspire others by showing them that, yes, you will get hurt. And yes, it will be difficult. But you have everything that you need to get through whatever it may be. There is really nothing in this world that you can't overcome. You just really need to believe in yourself, to believe that you can do it. So let's see how else you inspire others here. We have 50, the Bardo, 7 of Cups, 26, Great Big Love, Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, Judgment, 8 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 6 of Swords reversed, the 3 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. So yeah, with Great Big Love, that card talks about unconditional love. So you inspire others to love themselves unconditionally. And that goes along with the Bardo too. It's recognizing your own potential, to rise above the concerns of the world, to be forgiving and accepting, to allow space for that. To allow space for yourself, is what I'm hearing. So you inspire others in that way. You present them with possibility. You inspire others to come out of hiding, to see the truth of themselves, to truly, for once, love themselves, to give themselves that, to answer their own call, and to reassess what it is that they believe that they are worthy of, what they deserve. Because it is much more than what a lot of people believe to be true. You inspire others to stand up for themselves, to choose themselves. And for a lot of these people, it's the first time they've ever done so. You have a very big impact on people, Group 3. And it is through your creativity. It could also be through your voice, through your writing, through music, anything really. But you inspire others to recognize their own gifts and abilities, recognize their own power, the tools that they have to use for their own good. To step out and be who they're meant to be. And really who they've always been, but just didn't give themselves a chance to see. You allow people a safe space to do that. It is very, very inspiring. You know, I get the feeling, Group 3, that you are good at many things, and you are experienced in many things. And really, it may seem that all these things are separate. But really, when it comes down to it, there's a way that they all work together. You just have to find it. I do believe that they are all connected, and that there is a reason that you have learned from and been through the things that you have. You inspire others a great deal through your creativity. And it is my genuine hope that you will use some of that inspiration for yourself. Because it really does feel that you're on the brink of something truly amazing. Well, I have one final general message for you here. Am I communicating my needs? Your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter, and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? Well, all right, Group 3. Thank you so very much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.